Hi everyone. I'm going to share with you my experience dito sa Tesla Model 3. And disclaimer, yung phone ko nakalagay sa harapan ng steering wheel, kaya yan yung view. At medyo hopefully hindi lumabas na masyadong maingay yung aking recording. But this is all about Tesla Model 3, or should I say in general Tesla vehicles. And this is a Model 3. It's a entry-level sedan ng Tesla, and this car is about 2019, so bought it right before the pandemic, so it's about like 5 years, going 6 years this January. So 6 years old na tong sasakyan ko. And I was thinking about replacing or kind of getting an upgrade, pero so far it's fully paid, not paying other stuff except yung insurance at of course yung FSD or yung full self-driving mode. And as you can see, my hand steering wheel, I'm driving manually, and purpose of this video is just to I would say tell people or share my experience why or how the Tesla car, or this Tesla car, or at least Tesla cars in general, sets them apart from other cars in the industry. Self-driving car that you can own literally, other than those FSD cars like Waymo and other ride-hailing services. So wala akong binabasa or wala akong script. This is all coming as I think through the advantages of what sets this Tesla car apart from other cars. No matter how good the other cars are, no matter how luxurious other cars are, no matter what designs they have, this Tesla cars just sets them apart, especially when you have to drive from work to home and home to work more often in a week. So I work hybrid. I work 3 days. I drive 3 days from home to office, office to home, 3 times a week. That'll be Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday. And mind you, I drive like 2 hours at least one way, or should I say in a distance like about 56 miles one way. Ganon kalayo yung drive ko. And just imagine kung ganon ka nakakapagod yung pagdadrive kahit na automatic yung sasakyan. So now I'm driving manually, and I'm going to put it on full self-driving mode while I go through the advantages how this car sets apart from other vehicles. So now I'm hands-free, and you will see the steering wheel moving by itself while keeping my hands to myself, and I'll make sure that this is on my chest. And you will see on my background, sa likod ko yung movement, and it's now on FSD. So the FSD requires you to be your eyes to be on the road. That's why I kind of put the camera right in front of the steering wheel. In front of the steering wheel, so that it'll be focusing on my face like this while the car drives itself, so that at least I can fake the camera that I am actually focusing on my drive right in front of me, while my right foot is actually just stationary, kind of waiting for it's ready to kind of step on the brake or the pedal, or my hands ready to grab the wheel, the steering wheel, if there is a case that there is a required emergency. And I will let you know. By the way, right now nag-change ng lane yung car by itself. That's why naririnig yung and it's going to change lane again, and you can see it's basically kind of maneuvering by itself. Okay, so I mentioned earlier it's a daily car. So why is it so convenient? There's a lot of small and nitty-gritty stuff, or the advantages, by the way, that this car has, that you get to be used to. Masasanay ka dun sa mga bagay na araw-araw mong ginagawa na nagpapasimple ng buhay mo sa commute na hindi mo makukuha sa ibang sasakyan. Like for example, when you have your card and you have your phone and your phone is linked to your car, you get to approach the car, it automatically unlocks itself from at a certain distance. Pag na-detect ka na niya, just press the door handle, it will unlock by itself. Kahit na aling pinto dyan, dalawa sa harap, dalawa sa likod, pati yung trunk sa likod, as soon as you approach your car, bring your phone with you that is linked to the car with the Bluetooth on, the car will unlock itself. And then when you are leaving the car at a certain distance at a certain time, automatic maglalak man yung car. So you don't have to think about bringing your physical key and basically locking and unlocking. And then kahit na may dinadala ka pa dyan ng mga items, it will just unlock and lock itself. The convenience of that. Pangalawa, kapag nagpark ka una yon. Pangalawa, kapag nagpark ka sa kahit saan, let's say mainit na mainit yung panahon, it's under the sun, the car will maintain a certain temperature if you want to set it, or based on the settings, or just leave it alone. It will maintain the temperature inside the cabin. When you get to the car, hindi kayong niluluto yung mga alam mo na. It's like you're not gonna get into a high temperature environmental stress yung katawan mo, hindi galing ka sa office, malamig, lalabas ka, tapos mainit, pagpasok mo sa kotse para kang niluluto na sa oven. Not Tesla. There might be some situations where talagang mainit, but you can actually kind of cool it down before you even ride it. And that, my friends, is one of the big things to be deal with, that you have to deal with other cars, unless otherwise you have to kind of turn on other cars and let it cool down for 5 minutes. Dito pag sakay mo, okay na kagad yung temperature, then you go ahead. The sentry mode, security, so you can actually leave your car and have all the cameras turned on and have things recorded pag nagkaroon ng movement or anyone that kind of hit your car or damage your car. Meron siyang camera sa loob, meron siyang camera sa harap, and it will just record the event. Yun ang pangatlo, yung security event, which is very, very convenient. And then number 4, of course, the convenience of the linked Bluetooth, or the convenience of the infotainment system. Whichever platform you use, like I use YouTube Premium Music. So pagpasok mo pa lang doon sa kotse, whatever you're playing from your phone is already synced in your car. Like tuloy mo lang yung pag-play mo. You have your playlist. It's all in the cloud, or should I say it's all synced from your devices to your car now. Okay? So yun yung isa sa mga another convenience. The next one, hindi na ako nagbibilang. The next one, yung home garage. So yung home garage, pagdating mo pa lang, pwede mo siyang iset na automatic niyang i-on yung garage door opener. Naka-align na, naka-sync na siya. So, and kapag aalis ka, you can actually just control your home garage from the car. Ito yung another convenience nung yung hindi ka na kailangang bumaba, or hindi ka na kailangang magpipindot, meron kailangan yung physical key. So less clutter sa sasakyan, yung home car garage opener. Yan. That's another advantage of, of the Tesla. Yeah, other cars have this feature that you can that you can program, but I don't think that they have the automated, opener. Pag lumapit ka at certain feet, yung pagslapit ng sakyan mo sa bahay mo, automatic mag-open yung car garage. Wala silang, and I don't think they have that option yet. Other luxury cars do have that option, but for a Tesla, it's kind of standard. Widescreen, okay. Now, let's go to the some disadvantages. Yung mag-charge ka ng 30 minutes because charging is fast. You can charge for 30 minutes, then you should be good to go. Like 70-80% of the charge battery level. And while charging, the screen is big. There are actually multiple things that you can do. You can actually do karaoke. Yes, you can do karaoke or videoke. You can do you can play a game. I played yesterday kapag nagcha-charge ako, parang yung Galaga game, it's a video game. And you just to make use of the time, or you make waste of the time habang naghihintay ka ng charging. And as you can see, guys, friends, that I've already been talking for a while. I haven't touched my steering wheel. It's driving by itself. It's going around by itself, just going through. Just make sure that, of course, it will not engage in the full self-driving if you have not put the destination address. So it has the destination address to be able to do that. Okay, and as you can see, I'm moving. You can see from my background right there that the car is indeed moving, right? Yeah, so I'm actually thinking about doing a live session about the self-driving car, but no, I'm not bragging about it. I'm just kind of trying to give you the advantages of a daily driver like me that has to drive about 56 miles one way just to go to work, and another 56 miles going back from work, right? So yun yung mga sa mga very very critical especially safety kapag inaantok ka, kahit na inaantok ka. Sabi ko sa asawa ko minsan, because the camera will try to detect your face looking at your direction. Sabi ko, pinturahan na lang niya yung mata ko pag nakapikit may mata. But it doesn't work that way. There's an intelligence included there dun sa car. So these are the other one is most significant one, of course, is the FSD, is the full self-driving mode. As a full self-driving mode, before the drive itself, let us just say you're about to leave, you're in a restaurant at yung car mo nakapark sa parking lot. You can summon your car to where you are standing in front of the restaurant. Yes, and it is very convenient if you are in a grocery store and you are carrying stuff and you don't have a cart. It is going to be very convenient, really convenient, to summon your car from the parking lot to where you are standing. I remember one time last week I was at church and the car is parked outside. It's so cold, and walking in the cold, coming from a normal temperature to a very hot temperature weather, and then lalamigin ka. So sinaman ko lang yung car, and then it goes right to where we were standing. Yeah, so that's when it is. And then, as I mentioned again earlier, you just have to approach the car, unlock it, and literally you go. You sit down, turn on the GPS is already in there. You just have to provide your address and off you go. Okay. Now, by the way, the car is saying that it's going to be 2.6 miles exit, but there's it's choosing its path based on the GPS. But I have my own preferred way, so this is the time when I need to take over, because that way that it's choosing is not my preferred way. It gets more traffic to where it's going. That's why I have my own preference. Now, the thing about the thing about this car is that all you need to do to disengage, there are a couple of things that you can do to disengage, but the standard method of me disengaging the self-driving car is just to light tap or light step on the brake pedal, and it will release. And you saw me earlier, like I just grabbed the steering wheel as soon as it disengages. Okay, and that's just about it. Or you can actually force the steering wheel to disengage, because there's a bit kind of a strain hold where the self-driving is actually driving the steering wheel. So right now I'm doing manual driving, because if I turn on the self-driving mode, it will go to the direction where it has already mapped itself earlier. So as for now, I'm not doing that. I am going through the chosen path, my own chosen path. Once it has synced to the road kung saan ako pupunta, then that is when I am going to turn on the self-driving mode again. Once it's like that, then I will let it drive by itself. But for now, since it's still trying to get to that freeway, siguro dahil nakikita niya sa pre-mapping data niya na mas mababa ang traffic doon, then you will go there. Otherwise, I'll just go wherever I wanna go right now, pre-program in my head. I have experienced that, guys, sometimes. Unfortunately, the car only calculates the speed or the current speed of all the streets and add them up to get your arrival time, but it doesn't calculate the amount of time that you need to stop in case you get stopped by the stoplights, right? Oh, that was so tight. And that's what happens. It becomes you get delayed more and you need to wait longer. That is why. So now I think the car has already the GPS has already mapped out where I'm going. Let me check. I think so. So now I can engage it again. So there's like a merging two merging lanes. Yeah. So where am I? So as I was saying earlier, once you put the address on your GPS on the car, then all you need to do is to engage your self-driving. And the simplest way to engage your self-driving is to use your lever to go to the drive mode, and that's about it. Unfortunately, I cannot do a videoing inside what's happening right now, because if I let go of whatever, if I'm going to move and get the phone right now in my hand and do the focusing, and that the camera will detect me doing something else, and it will disengage and alarm and kick me out. 5 times you get kicked out by the self-driving car, you're gonna be suspended for a week, I think, or 2, I don't know. I haven't been suspended, and I have no plans of being suspended, because if I'm suspended for a week, masyadong mahirap yung hindi ka nakakasog self-drive, especially for 2 hours of driving. So yeah, kaya I'd rather not get kicked off and just do the video where the phone is right now. Alright. So alright, I think that's about it. These are the small things that you cannot get, the convenience of things that you cannot get. Oh, by the way, I have to pay, instead of buying the self-driving software from Tesla, buying like $10,000, or say discounted $8,000, or how much, however that is, right, for the life of the car. I'm actually paying $100 a month for this service to enable the full self-driving mode. I don't have that money of 10,000 bucks, which is half a million pesos, to be able to turn this feature on. But 5,000 a month, or shall we say 5,700 a month pesos, or $1,100 a month for self-driving. It's like getting a driver for yourself na nakikipaghalinhinan ka mag-drive, that you never have to leave your seat. So Tesla is in fact a robo car by itself, and right now it's turning its wheels, and you can't find myself because I can see myself because it's just turning sharp, you know, turned into a freeway. And by the way, yes, it stops on a stop sign, it stops on a red light, it knows how to do the stop and go on a four-way street, and a two-lane merging, single lane to three-lane. It just does it, and it passes a slow car. It keeps a one car with distance on the car in front of you, and just amazing how it drives. So I have been quite excited every day, every time, because it will keep you awake, because you might not know when it will trigger. Okay, disadvantage of, or should I say, what are the flaws of the self-driving car, of the self-driving features? um, so you have to be mindful of the sun, right? So where the car is going, and the sun rays of the sun, a ray of the sun is right in, if the sun is right in front of you, where the car is going opposite, that is where the self-driving mode is going to trigger an alarm that says you need to take over. Because if it can't see anything in front of it, and it's just not gonna go. That's one thing that I've observed. It will disengage and you have to take over kasi nasisilaw yung mga camera. Second thing is that when there are no lanes, when there are no lanes and it's not pre-mapped, and it's unknown roads, that is where you also need to take charge, right? And the last one that I have observed, it will kick you out from the full self-driving mode, is during and when unnecessary maneuvers from other drivers. Okay, there's one time when I was merging on the left and the other cars didn't see me, and they're also merging on the same lane, and they're supposed to hit me. They're going to hit us if we don't. The car is already on the middle of the lane, and it just didn't and it just didn't disengage. It just didn't continue engaging. The last one, by the way, is on stop signs. On stop signs, when it is confused, sometimes you have to push your drive pedal, okay, so that the car will move. That basically is called, I call it the drive assist. Sometimes when the car does not engage if it's going, especially on a fast cross traffic and it's waiting there, you get stuck and you won't move because it will see the cars coming, or it's confused. Then it will not disengage. It's not gonna move at all. So you have kind of press and give it a little tap, so I'll move forward. Right? So convenience. Tesla is my daily driver off and from to work. It's a luxury for everyone, but for a daily driver like us, it's very convenient, especially if your commute is quite far from your home. And that's about it. Thank you very much for listening. I am going to edit the video, especially when I'm bubbling. I just want to share this information. What makes you drive a Tesla? And this is my daily driver. And and it's just awesome. Thank you and have a nice day.